What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. So glad you decided to stop back by for yet another snatch and slay session with your girl. And today we're just gonna be doing a little chit chat, get ready with me. Haven't done one of these in a couple of videos, so we can have a little chill sesh. Why not? Everybody needs to chill, relax. You know, not doing anything crazy with today's look or anything, but we are going to be testing out a couple new products. We're going to be testing out the Too Faced Born This Way matte foundation. I know I already like the original Too Faced Born This Way original foundation, and I've wanted to try this one for a while, hoping it works just as great, because when they came out with the matte, I'm just like, oh my gosh, that's probably going to be more of my steez. But not taking away from the original, because the original Too Faced Born This Way is amazing. It's so glowy and luminous, and it gives you a nice little natural, your skin but better type deal. But we're going to try out this today, and we're also going to try out a new lippy by Juvia's Place. It's called the Nude Chocolates, and we got the shade Cocoa. So we're going to try this out today on our lips, and it is a matte lipstick, so I seen that was new in Ulta as well, so I figured I'd just pick that up. We can try out some new makeup and chill. Hey. But before we jump into it, of course, I need you to do a couple things for me. Be sure to like, comment, and most of all, subscribe to my channel so you can be a part of the Snatch and Slay gang. And don't forget to click that little bell right next to the subscribe button so you can be notified of all my future uploads, therefore making it easier for you to come and snatch and slay on the regular. Now, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into it. Now, like I said, we're not doing anything crazy. We are gonna be using, I know I use this palette a lot, but I love it. It's just so many colors, and I have so many other eyeshadow palettes that I'm gonna share with you guys at some point, but we're only jumping into one of these colors. We're gonna use this color, this shade Crazy. I used it in my last big screen looks video, and I really became obsessed with it. So I want to try something new. It's not anything, like I said, it's not anything crazy. I'm just gonna use that color to do some things on the eyes. But anyway, we're gonna jump into these eyebrows here, of course. Going in with the I Am Inspiring Definer Eyebrow Pencil by Realer. And I've really been liking this product here lately. Using it non-stop. So, as you guys know, should know by now anyway, I love TV. Absolutely love TV. Hence my new series that I do, big screen looks. Yesterday, I went and hung out with one of my good friends, and she got me started on this new reality show called Selling Sunset on Netflix. And it's been on there for a good little minute here, and it is a reality show. And back in the day, I used to be a reality show fanatic. Like, I rarely ever watched any scripted TV shows, like, ever. Like, I was watching Jersey Shore, Bad Girls Club, The Real World, you name it. Like, Basketball Wives. I just loved reality TV. Like, I don't know what I knew what the appeal was. I just like to watch drama. It's like my guilty pleasure. Going with this other side to define the eyebrows. Been kind of off my reality show game here lately, because I'm obviously into a lot more scripted shows. I've been kind of slacking on the reality show, their latest reality show. So I was at my friend's house yesterday, and she was like, you really need to watch this, you're gonna love it. And like, the first episode, I was hooked. And it's about ladies that live in LA, and they work for this realtor company or real estate company, and they sell multi-million-dollar mansions in LA, and you know, everywhere from the Valley to Beverly Hills to the hills, you know, everything. So they're rich, they have money. It's no doubt about it. And it pretty much like shows them in the profession of what they do and their actual personal lives as well. And I just wanted to share this little bit with you, which is the reason I brought it up. So there is this lady on there. Her name is Chriselle Strauss. And she is married to, well, she was married to Justin Hartley. If you don't know who that is, he plays on This Is Us. And I don't watch This Is Us, but I know he's one of the main characters on that show. And I've seen him on a couple of other things. I think he was also on the Mistresses. And I've seen him on other things as well. But anyway, she was married to him. They were together for 6 years, married for 2. While she was filming, the show, Selling Sunset, everything was good. Everything was good with her and her personal life as far as her marriage is concerned. At least that's what everybody thought anyway. And then, all of a sudden, the ladies are reading in the tabloids. The rest of the ladies that she works with in the office are reading in the tabloids that her husband filed for divorce. Out of nowhere. Chriselle didn't even see it coming. Like, she was just as shocked as everybody else that found out. I felt extremely bad for her because obviously she's been, with this person for a long time, and she probably thought everything was fine, everything was good, and she was mistaken. And obviously he had it in his head that, this is what he wanted to do. But let me paint the picture for you even more. So I'm just going back in and brushing these out with the product in it. The messed up part about it was he texted her and said, "I filed for divorce." That was his text to her. Okay? 45 minutes later, maybe an hour, the whole world knows about it. It's in the tabloids. We found out, or the world found out the same time that she found out. Now, normal people, I've never been married before, and it'll be a while before I am, especially watching her go through this, but like, normal people normally talk about things before they just up and file for divorce. Normal people actually see that a divorce is coming before it actually is thrown in their face out of nowhere. Normal people talk about their problems before it actually escalates into the worst thing that could happen, which would be divorce. So he didn't give her the decency to do that. He didn't give her the respect and the decency in that matter. He just said, "Hey, I filed for divorce." Next thing you know, everybody knows. And she's moving out of her house. I felt so bad for this woman. Like, I just completely, I cried and cried and cried last night. I couldn't stop crying for her because I just thought it was so sad that she was having to go through this. And this lady is if you watch the show, this lady is extremely sweet, so friendly, such a loyal friend to the people that she's close with in the office, because they're all a family, but not everybody really gets along all the time. Case in point, there's this girl named Christine, and another girl named Davina. I cannot stand them on the show. They're just not my cup of tea. But anyway, I felt so bad for her. You should go watch it if you haven't seen it. Or if you haven't heard about it. It's called Selling Sunset. And it's very, if you like reality shows, this is definitely up your alley because it's definitely juicy drama and you will get your share of it watching these women and their lavish lifestyle, selling multi-million-dollar houses or multi-million-dollar mansions and going through their personal life as well. If there's nothing going on in your life, you'll definitely get your share of drama by watching this show. Now we're gonna go on with this putty eye primer by e.l.f. and conceal our eyelids. But yeah, me watching that show just really made me miss my days of being obsessed with reality TV. Like, really brought me back. Just gonna go all over the lid with this same concealer. With this concealer brush by e.l.f. What is everybody doing for Halloween? Now, I'm 30 years old, so obviously I'm not going trick-or-treating, but me and my friends are actually going to a bar crawl, and we actually went last year as well to the same event. It was pretty fun. We kind of cut out early though because day drinking can be very tiring. Just saying. Hopefully we'll last the whole time this year. I think last year we had a lot going on. By the time we actually made it to the actual event, we were just completely whooped. So this year will be a little different. But nevertheless, it's always fun to just get out and have a good time. Because yes, we always do something every year for Halloween. It's not that we're celebrating Halloween. I don't like to really put it like that because I'm not a devil worshiper or anything like that. But it's really just an excuse to go out and have a good time. So that is what we do. And something different that I'm actually doing this year, I'm actually going to be vlogging it, the whole experience. So, yeah, pretty much the whole experience, and I'll be sharing it with you guys. So, stay tuned for that. I'm really excited about that. Be my first official vlog. I do have other vlogs in the play that I'm not really done with yet. So, but they are coming. I'm just going in with this sponge to help blend it out even more. Alright, now we're just going to go in with this LA Pro Conceal and the shade Chestnut to define out the bottom or the top portion of our, I can't talk, eyebrows. Going in with the same sponge to help to blend this out. But yeah, I've been diving into a lot of new TV shows. I just finished Ratchet the other day, which is also on Netflix. So good. So good. Not gonna give you any spoilers on that, but I mean, if you've already watched it, you know what I'm talking about. But I will say, if you are a fan of American Horror Story at all, it is very much like American Horror Story. It even has some of the actors that you see on American Horror Story before, like Sarah Paulson. Love her. Another show you should try to get into if you're looking for something to watch, if you're into that kind of thing. Not everybody are fans of the weird, creepy thing. So if you don't like scary things, suspense, thrillers, then it won't be your type of style. But if you do, check it out. Now I'm gonna go in with this Beauty Blender, with this blending brush, and going in with that shade Crazy in the Jaclyn Hill Volume 2 palette. We're just gonna take it up right above the crease. Like I said, I'm just doing something real simple with it, but I had it in my mind what I wanted to do. So, and this sounds weird, but like almost every time that I do my makeup, especially if I'm going somewhere specific or if I'm filming a YouTube video, definitely. If I'm looking for a specific look, a lot of the times I'll have the look in my head that I want to do before I ever even start filming, or before I ever even prepare to do my makeup. Like, it's something that I think about. Like, I think about, what outfit am I gonna have on? What color am I going for? What, what's the style? You know what I'm saying? So I really just envision these looks sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes I just wing it. But sometimes I just envision the look in my head, and I'm just like, okay, this is what I'm aiming for. So might be a tad, I guess it's a little artsy, because, if you think about makeup and, what you're doing, you're creating a completely different thing, or you're creating art, pretty much. It's like, before you put your makeup on, it's like a blank canvas, right? So then you start adding all these colors to your face and all this dimension. You're adding bronzer, you're adding blush, you're adding lipstick, it really creates art, if you will. So, didn't mean to go deep, but anyway, it's just a fun way of looking at it, and that's how I look at makeup in general. Like, it's just art, on your face. So, going in with this crazy shade, and that's actually what the shade is called. I'm not making that up. Right above the crease. I'm just gonna take that. I should probably pack it on first, because this is the only shade that I'm using today. And I'm sorry if I can hear scratching and huffing and all that crap. My dog wants to, for some reason, he wants to groom himself right next to me while I'm filming. Like, he has no decency at all. So I do apologize. Like I said, just packing that on. I'm just taking it right above the crease, packing it on, but not blending it out just yet. And I'm gonna take a smaller blending brush by Morphe, and just gonna go in and use this to blend it out. So yeah, I'm trying to think if I've watched, and we're just going in circular motions, but I'm trying to figure out if I've watched anything else new. Alright, now we're gonna go back in with a little bit of this Putty Eye Primer by e.l.f. And we're gonna take it on the lid here just to lighten it up on the lid. And not a lot, we're just, and I'm going back in with that same concealer brush. Alright, now we're gonna go and prime our face with this e.l.f. Poreless Primer. And just take a dab of that and blend it in. But yeah, I don't think there's anything else that I've watched new other than Ratchet and Selling Sunset. Well, you should definitely go watch those if you're into reality shows, and if you're into suspense and horror and stuff like that. Ratchet is like perfect. Reality shows, Selling Sunset is perfect for that too. We're gonna go in with this new Born This Way matte foundation. So excited to try this. And I got the shade. This is supposed to last 24 hours, so definitely not testing that theory out tonight because it's already what? I think it's like 7 o'clock. I'm not going anywhere. So, but this is supposed to be oil-free, oil controlling. Definitely need that in my life. Waterproof and transfer resistant. So I'll definitely let you know those down in the comments if if that is true to what it says. But I got the shade Cocoa. I'm the shade Cocoa in the original foundation Born This Way, so I figured this would probably be the same for this foundation. So let's see. There's a pump, so that's nice. Gonna go on with the foundation brush to blend this out. I'm just letting it sit down for a little bit because I feel like we're still a little glowy right now. Which is fine. This is like how the original Born This Way foundation looks. But this is calling for a matte finish. So we're gonna move on. Okay. Okay. It's starting to have that matte appeal that I love. Yes, sirree, Bob. So good. So far, so good. Loving this. This is probably gonna end up being my favorite over the original because I'm more of a matte girl. So, but we'll see. I'm gonna go in with Conceal and Define Infinite Longwear Concealer by Makeup Revolution in the shade C13. We're gonna use this to conceal our under eyes and T-zone today. I haven't used this one in a while, so I figured I'd break it on out. Alright, now we're gonna go in with this black opal finishing powder in the shade Dark and set our under eyes as well as our T-zone. I've been using this powder puff instead of like a brush or a beauty sponge just because it just seems a lot easier than the alternative, so I'm actually almost out of this too. I'm not going for a hella bright under eye today, being that this isn't as bright as I normally do, so just keeping it on the subtle side. Gonna whisk that powder away with this Morphe brush. Just gonna give ourselves a little spritz with this Morphe setting spray to soak up any of this excess powder we might have. That's such a great mister, like amazing. I wish every setting powder or setting spray could be that light and misty. Definitely a plus. All right, now we're gonna go in and cream contour with this little beauty Tantour. You already know, my fave. Taking it on this bronzer brush. Take a tad on the forehead as well. I'm gonna take some on this flat brush and sculpt out our nose as well. So did everybody go vote yet? No, it's still early voting and election day isn't quite here yet, but I hope you have, because it's very important. Let's just say that. But yeah, I hope you did have taken the time out to go vote, and if you haven't, make sure you do on election day because this election is crucial, as most of you already know. Not even gonna get into the politics talk because that's my least favorite thing to talk about, but just wanted to send the memo out there that if you have not voted, vote. Because if you don't vote and then you complain about what's going on in the world, you can't, because you did not do your part if you didn't vote. So make sure you do that. Take out the time, go on your lunch break, go before you go to work, something. Just go and do your part. Let your voice be heard. Now we're gonna go on with the Saharian blush palette by Juvia's Place, and just gonna go on with this highlighter in the shade Zara. Just taking it on the cheeks here. Woo! Shine bright like a diamond. Shining bright, honey. Bam, bow, bow. We're also gonna take some down the nose as well. Gonna go on with some blush in that same Syrian palette. Gonna go on with the shade Neo, which is my favorite one. My favorite blush shade in this palette. I use it very often, so. Alright, now we're going to take this bronzer in the Beauty Bakery Brownie Bar palette. And we're going to go in and bronze up. Take this bronzer here and bronze up the cheeks. I'm going to go back in with that Black Opal setting powder. And we're just going to take some on the bottom portion of our cheeks to help sculpt them out even more. Go in and whisk off the excess. We're gonna go back into the eyes, and I'm gonna go on with this eyeliner by House of Laboratories, which is a cosmetic line by Lady Gaga, my girl. Not personally, but I'm a big fan. Anyway, we're gonna go on with this liquid matte eyeliner by House of Labs, and it's got a really fine tip. So I love using this stuff. It's like great for if you're doing like a dramatic wing, which I think I'm gonna be doing now. So it's perfect for that. Love it. Love a dramatic wing. I don't do them often because it seems a lot way more tedious than I'd like it to be, but I love it. It's worth it. Perfecto. All right, now we're gonna go back into that shade that we used on our crease, and we're gonna take it on the lower lash line. I'm going with a smaller clean blending brush to help smoke this out a little bit so it's not so stagnant in that one place. I'm going with this shade Escape in this Tarte Rainforest of the Sea palette, volume 3. And I'm gonna go in with this shade Escape right here. And we're gonna take it in our inner corner. Using this small precision brush by Luxie. Now, while my eyelashes are getting tacky, we're gonna go in with this Pretty Vulgar mascara and coat our lower lashes as well as our top lashes. Alright, now we're gonna go in with this new lippy that we have from Juvia's Place, and it's in the shade Cocoa. I guess I'm just in a cocoa mood today because my foundation was also in the shade Cocoa. What a coinkydink, right? Cute packaging. How cute is that with the ombre? And then you have the J on the top. Yes. Nice shape too. That seems like perfect to line the lips with. Has a nice scent to it as well. That's always a plus. Cute. Love the color. It's gonna be a nice nude lip, looks like for me. So that's a plus. Hasn't really dried down to matte just yet, but we'll give it a taste. Now, one last spritz with the Morphe setting spray. And last, but certainly not least, let's not forget about the wig snatch. Alright, boys and girls, that'll be all for today's tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. Always appreciate the love. Before we go, of course, can't leave without the advice for today. Well, always remember that makeup is not the thing that makes you beautiful. You are the thing that makes you beautiful. Makeup is simply the lip gloss over an already perfect matte lipstick. Have a good one.